Welcome back once again to Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. So, as we left off last time, I think we finished on Nar Shaddaa finally. We took down Goto's yacht, we assumed Goto was in it, then we came back here, well we finished up on Nar Shaddaa, played a bit of Berserk, and then we came here on our ship, where we had a bit more of a conflab with our crew members. Anyhow, let's press on, shall we? Sorry, this morning I woke up and I've got a blocked ear. My left ear is blocked. I don't know if I've got a cold. I don't know if I've slept on it funny, but it's really annoying. It's kind of strange when I'm listening to myself talk. Anyway, enough about my ailments. This Goto droid.
Yes. Is there something you have come to offer me?
Maybe not offer, but I wanted to talk to you about your operations on Nar Shaddaa.
As anxious as I am to give away all my trade secrets, you will understand if I choose not to answer such questions.
Yeah, consider I saved you, could be more grateful and answer what I've got to ask.
The fact we are even having a conversation is gratitude. Usually, my conversations do not have the give and take that our current interaction does. And, of course, there is much more screaming on the part of the listener when the torture field is activated.
Whatever. Right, let's see if it will answer any more of our questions.
I am willing to indulge some of your questions.
Yeah, a select few, I imagine. Starting with the HK-50 droids, I wonder if it knows anything about those that have been sent after me. Because there was a few of them on his yacht, after all.
The assassin droids. I have encountered some, purchased the service of others.
Yes, and why are they hunting me?
Why, I asked them to. To be honest, I believe that was always their intention, but it seems their directive was dormant for some time.
Do you know where they are coming from? Of course we have that information, but two sources of information pointing to the same place would be much more reliable.
If you mean produced, no, I do not. I do know that there are a surprising number scattered throughout the Republic fleet searching for you. What they will do now that you are found is easy to predict.
So they're going to come after me?
Of course they are. They're droids with very specific protocols that, unless changed, will dictate their movements. Unless you shut them down at the source, they will be stalking you until you are captured or terminated. Why don't you ask their predecessor? That archaic, memory-impaired assassination droid will know more about his subsequent generations than I would.
Right. Okay. That's fine.
You may speak.
So what exactly does your droid do? What functions can I make use of?
It has been assigned to guard and protect you. As such, it is well suited for a variety of tasks. It is skilled in intimidation, interrogation, and can provide a series of select skills that will make it an effective killing machine. For the most part, it will follow your orders unless they conflict with mine.
And if they do conflict with yours?
Then its proton core will detonate, turning this ship into space dust. There is no negotiation in this. I will not allow you to interfere with my operations and plans.
Ooh. I don't like this. Ticking time bomb in our ship waiting just to blow up at a second's notice. Okay. Well, I'm not interested in what skills it's got, because I, for the most part, won't be making use of it.
I am willing to indulge.
But you mentioned you wanted me to save the Republic. Any ideas how we go about doing that?
There are several factors, all of which affect each other. There is the stabilization of Dantooine, the preservation of the restoration efforts on Telos, the political resolution on Onderon, and the unification of a religious power base in the galaxy, either Jedi or Sith.
Savior of the world, of the galaxy. Unify a few places, restore order. Sounds like too much trouble to me. Yeah, maybe if you pay me, I can take care of all those things one system at a time.
The destruction of my yacht and of all my activities on Nar Shaddaa carry a cost that would take you several lifetimes to pay back. But perhaps the offer of credits will spur you to act quicker, more decisively. I am not unsympathetic to such greed. For every system you stabilize, I will reward you for your efforts.
Wow. How very kind. If you have the credits, that is all I needed to hear. Consider me hired.
See that you do not disappoint me.
Okay, so let's hear what needs to be done.
There is the stable.
Oh yeah, of course. Tell me about Dantooine first.
You have destabilized Dantooine. The Republic has lost a power base in the Outer Rim.
What do you mean I destabilized it? I resolved the situation. As far as I can tell. I left the place in a much better state than when I left it. Well, it's debatable, of course, in the hands of mercenaries, but it's stable enough. And I want a reward.
You have destabilized Dantooine. The Republic has lost a power base in the Outer Rim.
So I screwed that up then, did I, basically? Okay, what else?
There is the state.
What about Telos? I helped with the restoration there, surely?
Telos is instrumental to the stability of the Republic. Its success or failure will dictate the economic forecasts of many other worlds. Of course, since the destruction of the Paragas facility, the odds of the Telos restoration project being successfully completed is close to zero.
For God's sake. God. Getting tired of being blamed for that farce.
Then stop causing events of planetary destruction. You are a walking catastrophe, and you are not making saving the Republic any easier.
Trying my best. Good grief. It was necessary to destroy the planet to stop the Sith trying to chase me down.
I hope you do not decide that the next thing that must be destroyed to stop the Sith is the galaxy itself. Perhaps one must ask themselves at what point defending your religious ideals is advantageous to the Republic as a whole. As long as your defense does not exterminate more than 50% of those you intend to help, is that acceptable?
Well, I could live with that. I could live with it. And I wasn't doing it for my religious ideals, I was doing it to save my bloody life, thank you very much. Anyway, seeing as we screwed up Telos and Dantooine, that just leaves us with Onderon, I suppose. What's the situation there?
Onderon is an outer rim world, rich in ecological resources. Its aggressive ecology is capable of bringing devastated worlds back to life. It is currently experiencing a political schism split between two forces. One must triumph for the planet to be stabilized.
Well, you know what's going to happen there, don't you? Shalar's going to waltz on in and end up butchering both sides, and then Onderon will be destabilized and she'll have failed completely in her bloody mission. But fine. We'll do our best. Pick a side, Shalar, and just let them go. Just pick a side, let them get to power, and then you can get paid. For goodness sake, don't cause another disaster.
You may speak.
Okay, so I think Onderon, after we go back to Telos, of course, to hand them the fuel, to do the droid factory, etc., then Onderon seems to be the next place to go. Where is your base of operations?
Now, that would be telling. For now, my presence must remain a secret, and it may remain that way forever.
It's kind of weird. Goto is alive? It seems like this is actually Goto speaking through the droid, or is it not? Is it like an AI sort of situation? I'm confused.
I am willing.
On the yacht you mentioned Revan, but Revan sought to destroy the Republic.
A common misconception not supported by facts. Revan did not intend to destroy the Republic. He deliberately left the infrastructure of many planets intact, and many military production facilities.
Yes. Does it make sense? It was inconsistent with the fleet he had at his disposal.
I believe that by whatever means he used to build his armada, he recognized that it was somehow a limited source, or that he was only willing to use it to a point. My prediction is that whatever production facility was being employed, it carried a price that Revan perceived as detrimental to the goals of the Sith. And that is why Revan left many military production facilities in the Republic intact.
And what about Malak?
Unlike Revan, Malak demonstrated no concern for the future of the Republic in his attacks. His stratagems were painfully obvious, intending to crush all resistance everywhere. There was little thought beyond the complete destruction of anything that opposed him. He left quite a mess. I'm still trying to assess all the damage. Between the two, I would have preferred Revan rule the galaxy. He had foresight in his conquest, a subtlety that Malak did not possess.
Okay, enough talk about... Well, I wonder if it... Okay, you know where Revan got his forces?
That is also a mystery to me. I do not have any evidence upon which to build an answer. It is significant that after the defeat of Malak, the forces decreased considerably, and after Revan's departure from known space, production ceased completely. It is my prediction that whatever was producing such forces needed a strong, effective leader to ensure its stability. Without Revan or Malak, there was no such figure left among the Sith. You may...
Alright. Goto, thank you. Some snippets of information and the promise of payment if we manage to stabilize Onderon. The other two planets seem to be lost to us. Not bad result. Right, I'm just going to continue to speak to Hanharr, get to know him a little bit better. Kreia seemed to think it was beneficial to our development, and as much as we don't like to take orders, we'll do it. God, this beast galls me. You will speak to me with respect, or I will break you. Shalar, just getting off probably on the wrong foot here. Thank you. It's all I require. No need to start commenting about my stench, my aroma. Just obey. It's not hard to ask, is it? Why are you pacing around anyway? Fine, let him pace around. If I don't want an incident in my ship with him going off in some kind of rage. Let's see if there's anything I haven't asked him yet. We asked that. Did we ask why he made his home on Nar Shaddaa? I don't think we did. Hanharr, what is the source of your strength? Okay, so we'll start with this question. I can't recall if I've asked this or not. I'm not going to ask about the Shadowlands. We've already asked about that, so thank you. It's good to know. I have other questions. So he went back to the Nar Shaddaa because it reminded him of his homeland. How very nice. And what is the source of your strength? This seemed to be what Kreia was getting at. Let's just be direct about it. No need to beat about the bush. Ah, damn you! Curse you, beast! Maybe we should butter him up a touch. As much as we hate to give people compliments, especially those which are covered in hair and quite insultive towards us, we maybe just inform him that slaying his own tribe was a signs of strength in such an act. Fine, you flaming ungrateful piece of crap. I've had enough talking to you. I have no patience for it. Kreia can go to hell. Okay. As Shalar takes a breather, seething and clenching her fists and, you know, scrumpling up her face in anger, we shall head back to Telos, I suppose. Telos Citadel Station. Let's go.